You're drunk, Noodles. Go home. Oh, god dang it. Really?
That's what we were laughing at. I can't. He was drunk now. You didn't even notice it.
More like I was intentionally ignoring it.
Annoying me. Yes, you are. Let me.
Yeah, that's
look.
it. I'm going to the other room. F this.
No, come back.
No,
People
this
need
is
to see the
wrong.
greatness.
They don't need to.
The dog won't bite, we swear.
Yeah, don't
Lies.
be scared.
I can move it.
Welcome to our 15th podcast,
Fine.
The Sitcom Effect, Part 6. Last time, you guys, we spoke so much. We were having a colorful discussion and we couldn't shut up about the episodes for Raymond and Queens that we forgot. Not that we didn't forget, sorry, we ran out of time for episode 10 of the Kings of Queens. So I thought we should go through that really quick before we start the official part 6. Yeah?
Okay.
I am down.
Okay, you guys. So season 1, episode 10 is called Supermarket Story, and that's for the Kings of Queens. Original air date was November 23rd, 1998. And Doug, Harry, and Arthur encounter chaos at every turn when they try to do all their Thanksgiving shopping the day before the holiday. Will things turn out okay in the end? Dun dun dun.
Honestly, shopping before the major holiday itself is always a bad idea, in my opinion.
For
People
real,
are
you need to do
freaking
that
crazy.
That's when you find the best stuff. No, just kidding.
That's how you get elbowed in the face.
stuff. For real.
True. That only happened that one time, Musica. Well, okay, so in this episode, it was kind of like that, or more, it was like that. Actually, I feel like it was more missing.
I feel like it did miss a bit of the chaos.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, yes, it was packed in that store, but, like, you would see people fighting over the last bits of whatever was left.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the last bit of turkey, stuffing, cans, anything and everything.
Right. And so, do you remember this episode? Because the episode, normally Carrie and Doug, like, because this is the first season, obviously, so we haven't really seen, as an audience, we haven't seen a Thanksgiving or a holiday with them. Like, this is the first season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But they're there, and Carrie is going to just get, like, TV dinners, turkey TV dinners. And they make a comment, like, they're both okay with it, they're good, and that's what they've done every year, and, like, they have a, like, their own holiday, I guess, tradition.
Yeah.
But then the dad kind of does the dad thing, right? When he starts to kind of guilt trip her into, well, other Thanksgivings with, did he say her mom or just the wife that he had before? I don't remember.
I want to say the wife he had before.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so he's like, we used to have, like, traditional Thanksgiving, turkey and all this. And she feels bad, and so okay, Dad, like, little by little, she's like, okay, I'm gonna, we're gonna go ahead and do this. And that's the whole episode, where she's never cooked a turkey, like, she's never done.
Well, also, like, they hinted, like, she's a terrible cook.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they've hinted that so freaking hard in every single episode when it comes down to, like, cooking. Because even his friends, like, they make fun of it whenever, like, he says, oh, yeah, you guys want to come over to eat? And they're like, is your wife cooking? And he's like, ha, ha. He's like, no, it's me. And they're like, okay, good.
I haven't realized that. I'm gonna pay more attention to that now.
No, yeah, they always like, and even Carrie, she's like, I'm not that good of a cook. Like,
Well, that
Yeah, I
makes more
remember them
sense.
mentioning that.
Yeah, and that makes more sense now because in this episode, she's trying to, like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? And she starts. Oh, when the episode starts, actually, they're kind of like fighting for parking spot, right? And they win. There's this one other lady, and they kind of cut her off, and they win the parking, and they're like, haha, okay. So then, when they're there to get the groceries, and the dad, basically guilt trips her into, no, like, make an actual Thanksgiving dinner. She doesn't even know where to begin. So she runs into the lady, because she sees, like, the lady has, like, a list, and she's like it looks like this lady knows, you know,
Like what she's
and, you
gonna
know,
do.
yeah. And so Carrie starts, you know,
Basically stalking the woman.
yeah, for the recipe. Like she's getting exactly the same thing. The lady catches on and, you know, gets mad or whatever. But meanwhile, while this is happening, while Carrie is going around doing that, the dad, oh God, is being so obnoxious.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And there's this lady, like this young woman, right? Like she's like doing samples. She's giving out samples, but
Mm-hmm.
she's dressed as something. Is it a pilgrim? I don't even know what
It's
she's dressed as.
Dutch.
Oh, right. Okay. So, and then he starts flirting with her, but like so awkward and so cringe.
He would not leave her alone. Like he kept like coming back around.
And so that's basically the show, right? And then I guess at the end, what happens? The dad ends up saying,
Well, it's because
He
like Carrie kind of
finally
like she like forget it. Like she decides not to do the dinner anymore.
no, but I think it's because he says no, right?
No, he tried to bail on them because he actually got he I guess the one that he was flirting with the whole time invited him over for Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
So he was like telling them, and that's when Carrie was like, if you ditch us, like that she was gonna be very upset, or I forget exactly what she said.
She pretty much
Mm-hmm.
like low key threatened that she's gonna put him in a home if he were
Yeah,
to ditch them.
yeah.
Which to me was like, that's a good reminder of, you know, like, remember who's putting food on your goddamn table, mister, right?
Right.
No,
So
yeah.
all I have here, I have two sentences. One, her dad is expecting her to cook. That's what I wrote. And two, spicy sausage nugget.
What? Okay, what?
Was that the example she was giving out or something?
Yes, yes. Because I remember that he yelled it or she yelled it or something. I think she said to him, spicy sausage nugget. And he was like, I've been called worse or something like that, right?
I forgot about that, but you're right.
And I just thought that was the funniest shit ever. And those are the only two sentences.
I forgot about that. You're right.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
I swear, you guys.
All right. Well,
She couldn't stop laughing after that either.
yeah. I kept laughing. I kept saying it over and over and over.
Yep.
All
I
right,
see
ladies.
that.
Anything else to add about this episode, or should we continue?
First of all, again, like, the fact that a wife who, like, not only in agreement with her husband in the beginning that, oh yeah, like, our Thanksgiving is gonna be simple. We're gonna get the dinner. Okay, yes, cheesy, obviously, but again, to me, it's the fact that both of them were all like, oh, like, yeah, like, this is gonna be so much easy and fun for us. Like, that's the only reason why they went there. I think it's like, what, it'd be like a special or a sale or something.
I think
Uh-huh.
they're on sale.
Yeah, and again, like, the fact that the dad guilt tripped at her into, like, pretty much making the dinner. And not only that, like, I did get definitely pissed when he tried to bail on them. Because also the fact that he tries to tell, again, like, to his daughter that why he's bailing, saying, like, she's Dutch. I've never been with a Dutch woman before. Are you going to deny me this? And then, to me, it's like, you do realize she's in a costume, right? Like, that's not really her lineage. She's not really
Right.
Dutch. But whatever. Again, Carrie's response reminding him that they took him in, and they didn't have to, you know, like, I do remember, like, again, like we all said, like, how in the first episode, like, he was trying, like, Doug was trying so hard to convince Carrie that the dad would be fine at home, you know? Continue. Again, like, she's the one who convinced Doug, saying, like, not like it's because of her daughterly duty, whatever, but because, like, you know, she was like, I want to step up and help him, you know? Even though I do think, like, he does have Alzheimer's and or he's getting towards it and that he shouldn't be in a home, but whatever. Again, like, she convinced Doug. She convinced him to give up his personal man cave space. You know, they sacrifice a lot, especially their private moments with each other. You know, like their alone times. So, I do think he does take them for granted at times, and for him to be like, to not only pressure to like cook a full ass meal, and that too, like when they were choosing turkeys, and she's like, it's just gonna be us three. Like she tries to choose a chicken-sized turkey. So he's like, no, because like he starts saying he's gonna invite an aunt, an uncle, two cousins that she's never even met that are twice over. Why? He's like trying to plan a big ass party, like how the mom used to do it. And again, like to me, like the fact that like that's like again societal pressure on the woman to do that. Not only that, but also like showing like it's a generational thing where the older generation pretty much tells the younger generation like, oh yeah, like this is how we did it. Why can't you do it? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, again, like every culture, every religion does it differently. But I hate that. I've always hated that. Even when I saw that when it was happening to you, Mom, like I hated some people were putting so much pressure of like not only like who's gonna cook, who's gonna host, what's gonna be the main course and everything. Like I hated that. Like it just looked like so much. And then by the end of the day, it's like then what you're left with, it's like everyone's like, oh yeah, but the leftovers. Like okay, yeah, but what about the cleaning, the grease, like separating
the cleaning. Oh. Yes, I hate
separating the meat from the bone. That is just it's a lot. It's a lot. But no, yeah, I did think, especially since like they went there especially just for TV dinners, which by the way, for me, I think it's more than enough, especially again going the day before of. I do find it funny how Carrie tried to steal the lady's cart. Like
yes, oh my gosh.
So freaking hilarious. I was like, oh my god, of course. But again, like she was desperate, like to get everything. But even then, I kept thinking, like, she doesn't know how to cook any of that. Like what was she hoping to do?
As she went though.
Yeah,
she had a system.
She had a system, yeah. Just steal. In that case, why didn't she also steal the recipes? She could have easily just yoinked them out of the lady's hand.
Oh my gosh.
Well, she wasn't gonna be that rude, okay? She has class.
Right.
There are standards in there, you know.
Isn't that crazy how we do? I think now we take it for granted. Like, oh, we need a recipe, just look it up, and it's there instantly. Mm-hmm. It's so weird because like I lived through it. I lived through not being able to do that. Mm-hmm. And I think I was telling Noodles the other day. I'm like, I'm like, shit. How did people used to do it back then? Because now me going back, I couldn't. Because the whole time, that's what I was thinking when I was like, well, I mean, can't she get recipes from somewhere? But I was thinking, well, no, that would be hard. And also because it's so close to Thanksgiving already. Like, it was like the day before. Yeah. So it's not like she can call up anybody, like, help me through this, because everyone's already got their plans.
Oh, yeah. Oh, like how they ended up running into Richie. Like, who was just there to buy one thing for his mom who's already cooking dinner.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and the whole time he was just there in line.
He kept jumping from line to line for him.
But I was gonna say, she was in the beginning asking for
a cookbook, yeah.
Yeah.
Cookbook or a magazine that had recipes in it.
And they didn't have any.
The guy was just here like, oh, if you don't see any in the cart, like that's it. And she's just there like, damn it, like.
Yeah.
So you said after that, she's like, fine, I'll wing it. It's fine.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, especially like again, like how I said earlier, like everyone makes fun of like how she can't cook, and like again, like for a person who knows, and even herself, like she knows that I can't cook for shit, but I'm gonna try anyways. I admire that of her to do that, to be like, okay, fine, I'm doing it, for sentimental things. But also, I kept making a joke in my head, like expect that turkey to come out full charcoal because.
Yeah.
That or to have Doug do it, but no, yeah. I'm glad they settled on the TV dinner. I would have done the same. Same here, girly. You were not alone. You are not alone. Just know that.
For real. Now I'm curious to see what they're gonna do next year, or like for the other seasons, what they do.
True.
All right, guys. All right, so let's continue. Right, so let's shift back to Everybody Loves Raymond. So now we're back on track. Now this is the
actual episode.
The actual episode, part 6. So, Everybody Loves Raymond, season 1, episode 11, titled Captain Nemo. Original air date was December 13th, 1996. Ray spends all his free time coaching his basketball team, but then realizes he's missing out on time with his family. Aww.
No, it's not an aw episode.
I think Musica can start us off on this then.
Go ahead, Musica. Take it away.
First of all, I thought it was stupid. Second of all, as the episode kept going on, I should say this first. I should ask this first. Who do you think out of the two of them is the oldest? Ray or Robert?
Well, I thought it was Robert.
Yeah, wasn't Robert the older brother?
So I thought the opposite then. I always thought Raymond was the
Holy
oldest.
shit.
What the hell?
Sorry.
Mom! Stop trying to make a petting zoo in here with dead animals.
I'm just sitting here. I went for a walk. Oh my gosh. Who's that? Who's your friend?
Well, his name is Lizzie, and he's about to go outside.
Okay.
Fine.
Okay, go on. And then
Anyway. First of all, his attitude kind of makes a lot more sense to me now. Like, younger child, such entitlement. Because, first of all, I should say not all younger siblings act like this. Right, Needles?
Yeah, I never acted like that, so yeah.
Yeah. But I have met and
of
seen
course not,
some
yeah.
younger siblings that actually do act like that, because like the older ones, me speaking as definitely as the firstborn, we are either purposely or unintentionally or like subconsciously giving the idea and expectations that since we're the older ones, like, oh, we had to set a good example, we had to watch over the younger ones already. We pretty much like being like almost told, like, non-verbally, like we had to be adults like at a very young age. Now again, like, I'm not sure, like, again, everyone's situation's differently. With Robert, I think he may have been intentionally placed like that, because like, again, it sounds like the parents.
Technical difficulty, guys, but thanks for watching. We are Bluntly Talking.